Bellringer. Ring once for yourself. Ring twice for your family. Ring 3 times for your wish. Ring a 4th time for your doom. Ring a last time for your salvation. The Bellringer, an otherworldly creature, one from a place with different rules and manners. When it shows up, either great salvation or great disaster is near. Every time someone rings the bell that is the creature's head, something good or something bad happens to the ringer. A creature that appears to be made of twisted flesh and bone, topped by a bone-white bell stained with blood. The thing has no mouth, yet it breathes. The creature has no legs, yet it moves. The Bellringer has no hands, yet it acts. It can be summoned by placing a bell in the dirt of a fresh grave. That is to say, the grave of a person buried less than 24 hours ago. What happens is dependent on the events that occurred the last time the bell was rung. If the events were positive in nature, then the next time the Bellringer is rung, something negative will happen. The opposite is also true. Every time a person rings the Bellringer, there is a cooldown of 1 week before they can ring its bell again. Events following the ringing of the bell always follow the same pattern. The first time a person rings the bell, something about their health will be affected. If the bell rings positive, then the ringer's health will improve. Either an existing condition will be erased, or their general health will improve overall. This means that the person will get stronger, sturdier, and faster. A beneficial effect that enhances the entire organism, taking a normal human being to the level of an Olympic athlete. If, on the other hand, the bell rings negative, the person's health will quickly and sharply decline. They may gain a neurological disorder, an incurable virus, or an existing condition will get much worse. There have been cases of cancers previously in remission returning overnight. If the ringer of the bell is really unlucky, their whole body will degrade, growing weaker and more feeble. Their muscles will atrophy, leaving them with the body of one who has just woken from a 10-year coma and needs to relearn how to walk. At this point, it is recommended to stop ringing the bell and bury it back into the soil of the grave. The outcomes only get worse from there. The second ring will cause the Bellringer to grow from 3 feet in height to 4 feet. The theme of the second ring will affect a member of the ringer's family. If the bell rang positive, then the family member will come into good luck. They might receive some financial windfall or promotion at work. Some aspect of their lives will improve dramatically. A negative ring will cause the family member to fall victim to misfortune. They may be robbed in the street or falsely accused of a crime. They could be fired at work or grow deathly ill. Oftentimes, that family member's life will be ruined forever. A third ring of the bell will cause the Bellringer to grow even more, increasing in height from 4 feet to 6. The temperature will either drop to freezing or increase to the point of boiling. Ringing starts to echo in the ringer's ears. The third time is where most people stop ringing the Bellringer. At the third ring, whether the result is positive or negative, the ringer is able to make a wish. And that wish will come true, though the way it comes true will depend on whether that ring was positive or negative. For a positive wish, the ringer will get exactly what they asked for. Money, power, longevity, immortality, there is nothing that the Bellringer cannot grant. The only exception is that it will not grant wishes that affect the Bellringer itself. A negative wish will see the ringer granted their desire in the worst way possible, on a scale that would put the fabled monkey's paw to shame. It truly becomes a case of be careful what you wish for. A wish for money will result in a bank robbery, for which the ringer is implicated, or having a relative die in an accident, and the ringer will be the unexpected beneficiary of an insurance settlement. Being granted immortality will come with the twist of being turned into a lobster or a statue, either a creature that cannot biologically die or something that was never alive to begin with. Again, wishes that affect the Bellringer won't come true, so wishing for ultimate power or to be the richest person on the planet which may otherwise cause the Bellringer to kill every other human being who is wealthier than the ringer, won't come true, as the outcome would affect the number of future rings for the Bellringer. Whatever the person wishes for has to affect them and not be able to damage or disable the Bellringer itself. At this point, ringing the bell for a fourth time is dangerous. The fourth ring will summon the ringer's doom. With the fourth ring, the Bellringer will grow to 8 feet. The flesh and muscle of the supporting body will become more monstrous in appearance. The ringer begins to hear chanting in their head. This chanting is heard everywhere they go, not only in the Bellringer's presence. What does it mean? Well, the Bellringer will manifest an enemy that will stop at nothing to kill the ringer. This will happen irrespective of whether the wish is positive or negative. Sometimes this enemy is a creature, sometimes it's another human. Either way, their entire purpose is to kill the person who rang the Bellringer for the fourth time. The chanting will not stop until that foe is dead. The summoned enemy cannot be reasoned with or bargained away. Imprisoning them won't work, as they will always, somehow, find a way to escape, all in order to chase down their target. If positive, the enemy can be defeated by the ringer. Their potential threat is less than the ringer's ability. Defeating this summoned foe is very possible, though it does mean that the foe will need to be killed in order to defeat them. When the ring is negative, the risk is far greater. The summoned enemy will be much stronger, much smarter, and much more capable, able to adapt to almost anything the ringer throws at them. They'll also be much more malicious in their hunting of the ringer. Everyone between them and their target will become expendable. The enemy's goal isn't merely the death of the ringer, but the absolute destruction of the ringer's life. The last time a negative summoned foe was killed, it took dropping them into an industrial furnace and burning them up in molten steel. The final ring. After this ring, the Bellringer will rot and melt away into goop. Its purpose fulfilled, it will now wait until the next time it is summoned. Its final gift to the ringer has no positive or negative aspect. If the ringer has survived their doom in the fourth ring and defeated their foe, ringing the bell for the last time undoes all the negative actions that have occurred in all of the previous rings. All wounds are healed, all woes erased. Every tragedy is undone. Even death can be undone. It is why people continue to summon the Bellringer, because making it to that final ring will change their lives for the better. There is a warning though, not to summon the Bellringer more than once. Every person who has tried to summon the creature for a second time has died. Their hearts explode in their chests, and the Bellringer fails to appear. One summon per person.